Welcome back to Pokemon. Bracho's here. Wilson's here. Tyler's here.
We're all here.
Go
Together,
Crabo's here.
with you.
We're all here.
Hey guys,
What's up?
what do you call a young
Stegosaurus.
Chinese woman who, takes it up onto herself to protect her family's honor and represent and show that she's, capable, just like every other person, but she's way too tall. Like, really, really tall. Some people would probably say way too tall.
Mulan.
Mulan. Yeah, there you go, buddy.
For a second,
It was a journey.
I said Mulan, and I'm like, that's too easy. So that's gotta turn
It's gonna be
into-
something else.
It's gotta be something else. So my mind immediately went to something like, is this joke gonna end up on Moulin Rouge?
Oh.
Good.
A red
went
Mulan. Yeah, you
I
can
don't know
have
if she's
that.
a big wearer of red in that movie.
She's got a
Only
sash.
when she has to
Got
do
a
the
red
matchmaker. No, hey,
Sash.
she has to do the
No,
matchmaker.
hey.
Remember
And
that
the
part?
feather on her
Got a
helmet.
match, got a
Yes.
match, got a match.
Yes.
She had to do the matchmaker, and they had to
Yes.
sing that song like, "You'll bring honor to us all."
Yeah.
What song am I thinking of? What matchmaker song am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Matchmaker, 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 match. Find me a find.
That's
catch
probably from,
me a
like-
catch. It's probably from some old musical.
Old musical,
Yeah,
old-
that sounds
like
old
Broadway.
Or like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I don't know. I've never seen that movie.
That's actually a really funny looking movie.
Matchmaker.
Funny looking?
It's got like color coding, like Technicolor is great.
Yeah.
Everybody, every husband gets to have their own color shirt.
Yeah, and when the men back then looked like they were wearing lipstick because the Technicolor, the saturation was just pushed
Yeah.
to the roof.
This Fiddler on the Roof.
Wow, how did I hold on to something from Fiddler on the Roof? I've seen it maybe once. If I was a matchmaker.
All day long, I'll bitty bitty bum.
Beady beady boom.
If I was a matchmaker.
You ever seen a bitty bitty bum, Chiefy? It's got a matchmaker's eyes, like a tin roof size.
Like a tin roof
It's all
size.
broken down. So we need to actually get through Mount Pyre and move on. Mount
Yes.
Pyre,
Fire. Is this fire related?
because it's the volcano with the graveyard inside of
That's dark.
it. Sherpin.
Where's the graveyard? Oh, you have to access it by water. And it's this kind of creepy little entrance in a cove. And you walk in, and there's a bunch of dead fucking Pokemon graves.
If you
Did I mention it's in a volcano? Oh!
once you get
Oh,
inside
no,
the
you didn't.
volcano, if you take a right, you'll hit like 7 other floors of graveyard. Don't take a right. Go left. That'll take you to the summit.
All that'll get you is a bunch of depression. Don't do it.
And Shadow Ball. Because we got that. We got Shadow Ball. I wonder if anybody on our team right now can use it. I'm just curious.
Shove it.
Well, Shepard's not on our team, but
When
Oh,
yes, that's-
trouble comes around,
She's on
you
our.
must shop it.
no, Shepard into shape.
Somebody said it wrong.
Shut it up. Get straight.
There's nothing wrong.
Nothing
Move
wrong.
forward.
I said whenever trouble comes, a wrong. I was just like, not a wrong. There's no wrongs here.
When
Only
a trouble
rights.
comes alright, you must left it. Skill swap.
Hoslicks.
Oh, I see. I see.
I see Ecto Cooler.
Oh,
I see UP.
I cup.
Remember that classic line from Tarzan?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Insane clown underwear posse.
Wait, what?
I see UP.
Oh,
UP.
I thought you were going, oh, I see.
Oh no. That's ocular clown posse.
Oh,
Or no, that's ocular insane clown.
Ocular clown pussy.
That's some insane clown pussy right there.
You ever had some real good clown pussy?
Looser than a clown's pant leg.
Yeah, they're fucking frilly sleeves at the
Yeah,
end.
so I was gonna say.
So I showed
Thought something sticking out, it just wouldn't stop coming.
the joke. I mean, the end result of this isn't as good without the visual, but
The visual is great.
I basically made a promo recently for work, and when I got all said and done, because you have to make like different sizes and different layouts, etc.
Yes.
One of them, when I got done making it, I was like, something looks weird about this.
Yeah.
And I added one little thing, which was just a little red circle, and it turned the entire thing into basically a clown looking up at like little pieces of paracord. And I was like, oh,
Jesus. You guys really be handling that paracord, huh?
I mean, not
We
us
really be?
specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. You do occasional crafts.
Occasional.
Yeah.
Wilson's been doing a lot of macrame.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That was so much work. Not. I don't know. That
Not
was
with
just
paracord though.
no.
Cotton rope,
Okay.
cotton cord.
Cotton rope.
But you can macrame with paracord too.
Well,
It's
yeah.
just
It's the
Not called macrame.
style of
Weaving, twining.
is called macrame.
intersecting.
A lot
Like
of people just use beads and cotton cord or kind of like frilly kind of cords.
right.
Yarn
Frilly
sometimes.
So are you gonna be like a handy grandma by the time you're done?
I'm already a handy.
Crafty
I'm
grandma.
already a handsy grandma.
Handsy grandma.
Handsy grandma.
Come here, son. Let me give you.
Come here, boy.
Let me
Come
pinch
here,
your
boy.
cheeks,
I got
boy.
cookies.
Can I grab your cheeks?
You know, my hands, they may be dry, but they've seen things.
Have you ever
Reach
been
into your
pinched?
pocket and pull out like
you
one
had-
of those one of those little braided fucking plastic, like the plastic string shit. Like, you know what I'm talking about? The
Boondog.
colored like
Yeah, it's a
plasticky
no,
whatever it is.
I'm along with you. Yeah.
yeah. We have it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's just called plastic cord.
Yeah, that's all braided into the little keychain.
Yep.
Here you go, son.
The boondoggle
I'm starting to
keychains.
get a couple calluses that I never had before from all the tightening and pulling.
Yeah.
Just call me Charlotte because I'm weaving. Oh, dude, if I could have snuck into that macrame thing, just some pig,
Some pig.
woven that into there, I would have been very happy.
That'd be great.
Some pig.
Some pig.
So fucking casual. I
Yeah.
love it. That's what's gonna save this piece of pork's life. Is a spider just saying like, some pig.
That's a pig.
You've never heard about it. He's quite some pig.
What's your motherfucking greasy lightning?
So wait, could be green lightning.
Would you get a carve on
Oh yeah.
T-Mock was creaming right now, aren't they?
You want some cream?
The
Aqua cream.
Aqua cream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I listened to 4-5 times in a row today?
Wait, could be greasy lightning. No.
No.
What was that?
What is that?
Cock-a-doo-a-day.
Oh God.
The sun is shining brightly.
Right dear, dead way. Down on the farm.
Cock-a-doo, stay away.
You big old widow rain cloud.
Sunday.
Well, I'll cry loud with
With
a
a
sharpened
voice.
face.
Sharpened face, sharpened face, sharpened face, sharpened face,
Sharpened face.
sharpened face, sharpened face, sharpened face,
Sharpened face.
sharpened face, sharpened face, sharpened face.
You little ghosty fucking boy, you ain't alive no. Yeah, I'm.
Fuck 'em all.
I lost it.
Sun do shine, you better shine. When the sun do shine, you better shine. You better shine. Better shine.
Well, you know,
Better shine.
just being an old dog, learning how to tie his shoes.
My huge.
Shine, you better shine.
Is he Forrest Gump?
My
Rick, Rick,
huge.
Dick, Rick, Brown.
That was just a made up.
What do you think Forrest would think about Patu though?
What's that? Hello? Is the ghost Pokemon?
When I'm calling you.
This is some strange ghosts.
Do you know?
You remember
If
that,
I
Brethren?
went in response to that, do you know what I'm talking about?
Mars attacks?
Yeah!
That's how you kill them. That's how you kill the Martians.
I haven't seen that movie in so fucking long, dude.
It's a good
It's
flick.
yeah, and it's,
Jack Nicholson playing two different people, the president and some kind of rich tycoon in Las
yeah,
Vegas.
like an oil baron.
It's so and
With all,
Michael
like,
J.
the makeup
Fox
on him.
and yeah, what
Jack Black.
Pierce Brosnan, Jack Black, David Duchovny's in it.
Dita Cubs, yep.
Need a cubes.
Sarah what's her name?
Sarah Jonklin.
Jarrett Conklin.
No,
Sarah
what's her
Stupert.
name?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yep.
Yes.
Sarah Jane.
She gets her head switched with a chihuahua.
Yeah, that's great. And then-
Chwangy.
That was another movie I saw when I was young, and I was like,
Yeah.
Who's
Especially
the
because that scene is preceded by like a sexual kind of thing, and then it turns where Pierce Brosnan is trying to seduce her.
Yep.
And then it like turns out that he's like feeling her up, but he can't see the chihuahua head, and then he finds out and it's like, "Nah!" So it's
Yeah.
a weird.
And that girl that like the Martian that dresses like a girl.
Yeah.
And she like walks like
Yeah.
yeah, she just kind of glides around.
And
She
then
like bites somebody's lips
Based off of a
off.
comic book.
it's so good.
Yeah. Which was like
Tim Burton
there was a lot of
and Lucas Haas and Natalie Portman. I forgot.
Yeah.
Lucas Hall.
And then the
Lucas
old
Haas
lady
is a
that
name I
sings
haven't heard in
or
a long
does the
time.
yodeling, she's just like sitting there like this in the car,
with her headphones on.
and she like gets unplugged, and then they all
And then
just start dying like, their heads explode.
One of the best, I think one of my favorite parts of that movie is just where he's running, one of the aliens is running around with the translator.
Yep.
And they're all shooting each other, and it's just like,
Stay calm.
stay calm. We want to be your friends.
Yep. And then like they wanted to kill the Boy Scouts at the Washington Monument, so like the UFO is pushing the Washington Monument on these kids, but the kids run the other way, so then the UFO goes to the other side, pushes the other side, and he just keeps like tilting it towards them. That's so good.
Too good.
Doobie and Grizzle.
But yeah, the funniest death Jack Black has had when he dies, his pants are falling down. It's like crack is showing. He's like, I'm gonna go find these son of bitches.
Yeah, he is like a weird jarhead character in that movie. I
Oh,
forgot
do you
about that.
do you remember Tom Jones is in it?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he like sings.
John Tones, dude.
And then who's the boxer in that?
By aliens.
Which
There's
boxer?
an actual boxer, like a
Not
guy.
Mike Tyson.
Yep, I know exactly. No,
George Foreman?
it's not George Foreman either.
It's not like-
But he
Lennox
plays
Lewis.
like a strong man who's dressed up like a pharaoh.
A pharaoh,
and
yeah.
At the end, he like boxes one of the aliens.
Bops him, and then like his sons take some of their guns because
my
they
son
have
my
taken
son.
they play the arcade game version of like killing Martians. So like
Yep.
they pick up the Martian guns and they like protect their mom. Like, all right, mom, get behind us, and they're just like shooting all the Martians.
Can I just say, Mars Attacks vastly superior to Independence Day.
Oh, of course. There's
In
so
all
much
regards.
more charm. But I do like Independence Day for Goldblum.
Also, Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth, and like
But yeah,
here's my
Chef Goldblum.
whatever. He's like, here's my credentials or whatever, and he shows him the dead body. He's like, oh, get that in there.
Yeah,
What does Randy Quaid say when he's about to crash into the?
Hello, boys, I'm back.
Yeah. I'm back.
And did you see the cut version? Like they had two different versions. One of them in like a jet, and then one of them in like a crop duster plane.
No.
Ray
he
J
says,
was in that
he
movie?
says the same thing.
Yeah, he was. You know what else Ray J was
Christina
in?
Applegate.
You know what Ray J was
Yeah.
also in?
What?
Steel, starring Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh boy.
It's funny to just
Oh,
look at
that
that
one.
man and be like, "Oh, you're gonna fucking Kardashian.
Yeah. You're gonna make her a superstar.
You're going places. You're going into holes."
He's
Little
got
Ray J.
this guy's got these old ladies, this old dude hostage.
We just came here to visit my old Pokemon.
We climbed through the volcano and 8 floors of graveyard to get here.
There, diabetes.
And he disappeared. We didn't even have to
Original voice of Megatron and the voice of Fred from Scooby-Doo since the 60s, Frank Welker,
Yeah,
played the voice of various Martians in that movie.
that's
I
good.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
The blue orb and the red orb. If we were speedrunners right now, there'd be an entire crowd of people going, "Orb!" You remember that?
Orb. Yep, I do.
That was weird. It's weird, like what kind of stuff actually like comes out of there.
Orb.
Oh, this is a high place where we can see all of Hoenn.
That is totally Wilford Brimley right there.
I have diabetes.
Walker told me I had AIDS.
Wilford Brimley didn't say that. That would have been funny. if
Haley
he
Joel
did, though.
Osment, Sora said that.
Yep. Sora said that. You visit the Walker, Texas Ranger planet.
Goofy told me I had AIDS.
Goofy told me
Yuck.
You've got HIV, Sora.
Max, you got AIDS. The perfect AIDS. AIDS.
To stand out, cause I got some AIDS.
Or ruining broad shows.
Those.
I don't care. I like it.
Stand out. Cause I got AIDS. Till you notice me.
The Leaning
Fucking-
Tower of AIDS.
Having the HIV. Bam, bam,
Out on
HIV,
HIV.
HIV.
Lester's AIDS Park.
I sincerely apologize. I don't know to who, but I just do. I just do.
Sorry about AIDS.
Say it.
Thank you, Tyler. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
I'm such a hero.
Why aren't you clapping for the hero?
Sorry about AIDS. He fell asleep. Oh shit. Wake him up.
Wake him up. We made it up. We woke him up.
It's false.
Oh, it's cloaked Wilford Brimley.
Oh, he's gonna
Why
flash
does
some.
the back of his coat looks like a dog.
Like a dog's
Turn.
eyes.
Turn around, boy.
Turn, old man. Not towards me. He heard us.
He's like, what are you talking about, boy? Huh?
Oh.
Stop
Yes,
getting
let me
close
just-
to him,
Let me
dude.
just. Let me just. Oh,
No, stop looking at me. Turn around.
go the other way. Old man. Fine.
Don't look at him. There
Well,
it
now
is.
it's cut off, so you can't see the doggy.
I saw two eyes, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
2 eyes, a girl, and a pizza place.
Two eyes, a girl.
Ooh, that
You
is
remember
like,
that TV show?
I do with
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Was that like his first like acting role?
heal up.
I don't know if it was first acting role, but it was his like first successful thing.
His breakout role.
I
He had the
remember
most
at, like
acne.
the 3rd season or something, they changed it to 2 guys and a girl. They nixed the pizza place, Pizza Planet.
Pizza Pelato. Okay, what do you think? Okay,
Yes,
the Little Caesars guy.
yes.
goes,
Pizza,
Pizza,
pizza. Yep.
Yeah.
Why does he say it twice? Is that supposed to be a Roman thing? Is that supposed to be a play on something I'm not aware of, or like was that
Yeah,
just
maybe that
some
was, like-
exec or like somebody's idea? Have him say it twice. That'll be our thing.
Pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. And it sounds like it's been the same audio clip since the 80s.
Yeah. I thought
Pizza.
it could go like, it's a pizza,
No.
but that's cool. That's
It's definitely
cooler
pizza,
sounding
pizza.
than pizza, pizza. I don't know. That it might be like a
notice-
Roman.
If you notice
Saying, maybe?
on his toga, you know how like a lot of like the Roman togas have that kind of like square little like, embroidery on
Yeah.
the bottom.
Yeah.
It has that, but it's in the shape of LC, Little Caesars.
Whoa.
Yeah, you won't notice it because it just looks like the normal kind of
Yeah.
Roman nanigans. But I noticed,
Roman nanigans.
I noticed it not too long ago.
Nana.
I was just like, oh,
Nana, why are you being so handsy?
At my nannigan.
that's why you call me Hansy Nancy. No, we don't.
Yeah,
You
no,
do
we
now.
Start. Do it now.
I'd like you to. Well, if you don't, you should.
Grandma, no. What's my name?
I'm gonna earn it.
Grandma, no. What's my name?
We're coming back full circle. Have you ever been pinched a lot
Nancy,
by
Nancy.
like old
No.
folks? I've
Jokingly one time.
a few
Maybe.
times.
I might have when I was like a little baby boy. Because I had some cheekers, dude.
Yeah.
It was you could about imagine. Just imagine this face,
Yeah.
but just a baby.
Just a little
Baby.
bit.
pretty
away,
easy.
Take away some age in the hair.
I could babyfy you and
Just make it small.
I could turn you into a
You
baby.
can. There are pictures of me as a baby.
Oh, I'm sure.
None were ever taken. Your parents had FaceApp.
But I looked like me, just like de-aged.
Who do you think
I
you-
mean, obviously.
You know,
but
yes,
what I mean?
yes.
You know what I mean? Like some people don't look like how they do when they were a baby.
I look like me.
Like their
What?
faces have changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's pretty much the same. But
What feature would you say carried on since you were a baby? Like
eyes,
eyes? Well, yeah.
Eyes and eyebrows.
Yeah.
this region
Yup.
here, my nose.
I used to be a toe-headed little fuck.
my nose.
Really?
My
Yeah,
nose is
oh
the
yeah.
same, but smaller.
Hmm.
Much smaller.
It was like a button nose?
Not a button so much, so but
Willis, 18-pound hat and his button nose, and 2 eyes made out of
But yeah, so I'm sure maybe when I was a little baby, maybe when I was a little baby,
Maybe.
but
Sure, baby.
I don't know. That might have been kind of like, at that point, might have just been a trope. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, wasn't so much as in practice as it was in like movies and shit. Because that became a joke in movies and shit. It's like, oh.
I know, but a lot of my relatives used to like either they would put their like face against my cheeks and go. They would like grab my face and like this and like you're so cute.
Yeah.
They'd be like they'd put their big
I think
lips
someone
and
did it once and it hurt because like it pinched and I had little baby cheeks and I wasn't happy. But
I cried.
I might just be
Fuck it, I
pulling
cried.
that out of my ass. I don't know.
How many times have you ever had somebody? Oh, we need to teach
Pull
somebody
things
strength.
out of my ass.
No, how many times have you ever had an adult or somebody older than you in your family do a thing where they lick their thumb and like
Oh,
wipe
yeah.
something,
My
or
dad.
they like lick a napkin or
mom,
something
My
like
yeah.
that?
dad.
Never really had that happen.
No.
Maybe I just kept a clean face as a child. I don't know. Or my parents were like, "Fuck it, he's gonna be dirty anyways."
Yeah, I was dirty.
What's
as
the
shit.
point in cleaning him up when he's gonna get dirty in like 10 minutes?
As a kid, I don't know if I ever took a bath. What are you doing?
Is that your?
I was looking for a picture on my photos on my Facebook. But they have a profile frame and a bunch of profile frames, and this one happens to be "God Bless America" over my fucking my Frasier fucking. It's amazing.
Okay.
But today is a special day.
Whoa.
Don't even. We know
On
that.
this day
We know that. It's
in the year 1997.
okay. So we're going not to 2001. We're
Who
going.
should,
No.
Okay.
who should learn strength?
In Seattle, Washington,
Dumbo.
Okay.
was
You already highlighted. I knew where you were
the
going.
first.
I just wanted to get some input if you guys were like, whoa, 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 whoa.
was the first
Hold on.
official
Burn it.
Fraser Crane Day in Seattle.
So what did they do in Fraser Crane Day?
I don't know all they did. All I know is from the episode. I think it was like the.
So is
the
that something
episode-
you'll never forget?
Yes.
Why
The
did you sound so
episode-
condescending there?
The episode.
Because he brought up
You'll
the
never
day.
forget.
Yeah,
He
I know.
brought up the day, and I
It
was
was
like,
on purpose.
okay.
It was purposefully that way. They the episode it was on was called The 1000th Show, and it was Frasier's 1000th episode, and it was the 100th episode of the show.
Mm.
And in
You can get a graveler.
the show world, they were doing
A grappler.
a Fraser Crane Day in Seattle to celebrate,
Nope.
Whatever.
Nope. We're running.
and a whole bunch of shit.
There's a high chance that gravelers can now self-destruct.
That's
Yeah.
right. Shit.
There's a whole bunch of shit that
Fuck
that happened in the episode and whatnot. But at the end, and during the credits, there's like the real Fraser Crane Day in Seattle, Washington, September 11th, 1997, and the video they showed was like it was like a barbershop quartet going, and then Kelsey Grammer was there and he sang the song and it was him singing the song. Yeah,
Salads, scamblers,
yeah.
and all of that good.
But yeah, today is a Wednesday and Fraser Crane Day, so it's a good day.
September 11th.
Don't
That's what today
don't
is.
bring that up.
I know. Yeah.
Don't bring that up.
Why?
Other not fun fact. Jesus. Other fact. I'm so used to saying fun fact when I say little tidbits.
9/11.
Well,
Fact.
the
Just a fact.
co-creator,
No fun involved.
the creator or co-creator of Frasier, David Angel, whatever, died in 9/11.
Oh Jesus.
The first plane. Yeah.
Really?
That sucks.
That is crappy.
So that's why I didn't want to mention it. Just takes a little luster off Fraser Crane Day. I did see a crane today too, like a bird.
Oh my
What is
God.
the serendipity of your life? This is
Yeah,
beautiful.
no kidding.
Flying across the street,
Flying across the street.
across the interstate.
Were you listening to like anything about Frasier on the radio or
No.
like
He was
on a
probably listening to the
podcast?
No.
boom, boom, boom.
You're listening to the
but I
Barbershop Quartet?
But I was just like, it's Fraser Crane Day. As the crane went by.
Did you scream that at the crane when you saw it?
It's Fraser Crane Day!
It was just like, oh, when I saw it.
Son of a
flying
bitch!
across.
they're
Because,
coming
you know,
again.
they're big birds.
They are big
And
birds.
then I looked at it, I saw this little beak, and I saw this little fucking leggy tucked back, and I was just like, it's a crane!
Well, what
So
if it was a heron?
On Fraser Crane Day. I don't know if they're related.
It's, you know, a Niles to a Fraser, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are the difference? I know that there are herons on Pelican that I've
What
seen.
is the difference?
They both have slender little bodies and long legs.
Slender. Okay.
They're seabirds.
Seabirds.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
I'll look up heron. Heron. Does it have 2 R's? No. 1 R.
One. One is the loneliest heron that you'll ever
Long-legged
see.
freshwater and coastal birds. In the family Ardeidae. 64 recognized species.
Of herons?
Yep.
Wow.
Some of which are referred to as egrets
It's a Heron 64!
or bitterns. rather than
bitterns?
herons.
What is that?
Obiterns?
What'd you say?
They're either called. Some are referred to as egrets
Yep.
or bitterns.
Oh, so
Bitterns.
that's... Okay.
Interesting.
Egret John Crow.
Members of the genera Botaris and Ixobrachus,
Those both sound like metal band names.
I know, are referred to as bitterns, and together with the zigzag heron or
Damn.
zigzag bittern
Zigzagger.
in the monotypic genus Zebrillis form a monophyletic group within the Ardeidae. Egrets are not a biologically distinct group from the herons and tend to be named differently because they're mainly white or have decorative plumes in breeding plumage.
Was it really emphasized? Decorative plumes.
No. Herons, by evolutionary adaptation, have long beaks.
Is that what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do when there's a word that's italicized? You give it a little... a
Ooh,
lilt, a
you
lilt.
tilt your voice
A
down.
lilt.
Decorative plumes.
Decorative plumes. I thought you said decorative films.
That's a word.
What's a film? Do you watch a film?
I just had a stroke. Film.
Huh. So, there's some black herons that use, that they do a little, like, thing to make them look
Yeah.
like an umbrella for hunting purposes. And it's
I've
cool
seen,
looking.
I've seen those things.
Have you seen that? They
I'm
like
looking at
they're
it.
in the water and they like shield themselves so they can see in the water and they're just like beep,
Right.
cover the sun. Well, that's a cool little design.
I think there's... I don't remember what kind of birds, but I remember when I was visiting California with my family years ago, we went on a...
Bolty? Can that thing explode?
ball toy. I think it, there's a possibility, but level 28, I'm not too worried. Plus, we're going to hit it with a hot brown water. Scoot on through. Oh.
Ah.
Ancient power.
I am
You know, I
But-
could have seen a heron today. Could have been what it was. Kind of flies similar as the head back. A little like,
exactly what they're doing. I'm a bird.
I went to California with my family. We went on a boat
no,
ride
you didn't.
where it's not a glass bottom boat, but the part that you sit in is beneath the water level, and they have
Yep.
portholes looking out,
Yeah.
so you can just see everything under the water.
Uh-huh.
And there were birds that would dive from up in the air like 20, 30 feet under the water, grab fish, and then come back up. And they weren't large birds either, but it was just cool to see that. Because you got flying fish who go from below water to the air, and you have the birds that take their place. It's the circle
Of
of
life.
fishy air life.
There's a great documentary on showing like what that looks
Called
like.
The Lion King.
No, but this is like it's called like the event
Help me!
where it's like this battle that happens. So like there's seals or sea lions or manatees
Yeah.
eating fish underwater, and then these birds diving in to eat
Yeah.
another fish, and then the manatees would eat the birds too.
Yeah.
So like this huge battle would happen. It's just like you'd like hear these like piercing birds hitting the surface of the water.
When you
And-
die, your body becomes grass, and then antelope eat the grass, and then we eat the antelope.
Yeah, everything light touches.
Yeah.
is my
Not that
kingdom.
shadowy place.
You remember, Eric, the time that we became best friends with a manatee for
Yeah.
a little bit?
We got the backstage pass, dude.
So, he and I were in Mexico,
Yep.
staying at my family's timeshare at a resort that we had down there a few years ago. God, that was probably like 7-8 years ago by now.
Yeah.
And we had gone to Chichen Itza.
No, not Chichen
Where
Itza.
were we before that then?
Chichen Itza is the big one, right?
Yeah,
No, we were at a smaller one.
a smaller Mayan temple like
Area.
grounds. And after that,
There was an iguana chilling with all his bitches. It's pretty
the
awesome.
iguanas would do the head bob.
You know, a lot of the there's a lot of of the foundations left. Some buildings,
Yeah.
but a lot of foundations because a lot of the homes were like mud and shit,
Mm-hmm.
dirt.
Adobe.
Dirt. Well, not Adobe.
Not Adobe.
They didn't have Photoshop back then.
Nice.
It was but so like there's the
Adobe.
the platform where the house was.
Adobe?
Adobe. And there was a big man iguana,
Big man.
and then he was
I
just sitting
am
there,
big
just
man.
like standing all stoic and shit, just. And then he
Looking
had
all
his-
proud.
He had all his bitches around him
Yeah.
and shit. It was awesome.
But when
Great story.
When we left
A lot
that
of iguanas
place,
They're just chilling.
you and I, because you and I,
Was Jelha
yeah, but how did we traveled separately from my
Bus.
family back or something?
bus?
No, we took a cab because the cab driver told us about the manatee. Remember that?
Yes.
But
we
some,
took a-
somehow or another, we took a cab and we were going to a place called Shell Ha, which is a natural little lagoon that is open to the ocean. They have a net separating the actual open ocean from this lagoon.
It's where the
Lagoon?
salt
But-
and fresh water come together.
But they
Great.
actually do have like saltwater fish and animals that are swimming around in there. So it's a snorkeling, lazy river, like zip lining, all kinds of shit that you
Jumping
can do.
off cliffs.
And we spent a few hours there. And on the cab ride over, the cab driver was like, "Oh, you guys are going to Shell High? You want a little insider secret?" And he told us that we're the little place that they have separated for the manatee experience, where you can get in the
Yeah,
water and swim with
manatees
these things.
and like dolphins or some shit.
Yeah, there was manatees
Encounters.
and then there was dolphin encounters there. And he was like, they only separate the manatees from the main lagoon by a simple like netting. And if you just swim right up to it,
Big
there's a
ol'
good-
holes.
There's a good chance, yeah, like probably like this big of holes in the nets.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's a good chance that the manatees will swim right up, and that's what
Because
we did.
they feed off the algae and shit that
Yeah.
grow on the ropes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And we did that.
We swam over to the net.
We had to like
saw 'em in
kajigger.
there.
We had to kajigger around some rocks and shit a couple times, but
Mhm.
like it was really easy.
Was
We
this
were
like,
like this far away from a manatee.
We were
just like,
petting.
hey, bud.
Scritching their noses,
okay? So you were swimming?
getting a little.
Yeah, we had life jackets on just
Yeah.
because it was actual like.
Yeah,
Okay.
on our way over there, we swam over like a stingray and shit that was on the bottom.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was cool. And but yeah, we went up there and we were just like, "Oh, hey, dude," and we stuck our hands, and he was just like,
Rub his like
Trying to see
weirdly
if he had-
hairy aquatic face.
Yeah.
Or her.
You guys almost had a '90s movie going on.
It
Yeah.
was awesome, dude.
You almost had a Free Willy flipper situation.
Oh,
with-
dude, that whole
Zeus
weekend,
and Roxanne.
that whole
That whole
week
weekend
was
was
like,
like
a '90s
A
movie. dude.
90s and early 2000s like American Pie.
Yeah,
kind of,
dude.
like we had some experiences that were
Yeah,
just
dude.
like, wow, I'll always remember this.
Yep,
Nice.
just
our
just
fancy
buckets of
drinking
Dos
night.
Equis,
Yeah.
sitting in a pool, chilling, going to towns.
That's
Sen-
more in line of a movie.
Senor Frogs.
Senior Frogs.
That was a weird time.
Fucking make the guac right by us, dude. Just fucking doing it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
It's a little bit of hater hitting a little screen. Oh yeah, and then we had our fancy dress night,
Mm.
and we got all dressed up.
Eat
and
some
then,
good fine food.
And then at the no, I don't think
No?
we did that
We just,
night.
like,
I
ate
think we ate
whatever.
at the resort.
Yeah, we
that
just
night.
ate whatever, but
But
sometimes it's kind of fun to go out with your friends and dress up, like, you know, tie and get just to the nines, just get fancy.
we got
have
fancy.
a fancy time.
and we at the end of the night we
I
went.
just know some resorts
When we were-
require you to dress a certain way if you go to like, in my experience in Jamaica,
Mhm.
Yeah,
there was one restaurant that you had to go to and you had to
Oh, it had
wear
a dress
either
code?
like a button up and like loafers.
yeah. Ours then
Slow.
it was chilling. But we
Couples in the grill.
we
There's a plug for you.
we when we were in town the day before, probably. This is the day before that night when we went into town. I
Yeah.
think.
So, yeah, sounds right.
And we got some Cubanos,
Those are so good.
and and
Authentic Cubanos. Ooh.
And then we
little
went
like shooters of like
yeah, we in the like gift
slightly
shop
higher
or
grade
store or
scotch.
whatever. It was Glenlivet. It was good. It was pretty decent. And
then-
we got shooters of that, and we went upstairs and we poured them into little glasses, and set up my laptop with my external hard drive, and put on some Boston Legal. And me and Wilson had some Alan Shore, Denny Crane, fucking
Smoking cigars and drinking
balcony
scotch
cigars and scotch
while watching Denny
Yeah.
Crane and Alan Shore do the
That's
same.
fun.
with the Ochin behind.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's probably the best part of like staying down there is how close you are to the ocean. Just always being able to hear those waves.
Oh man.
The nice salt air kind of just coming
Yeah.
through.
There was other interesting things that happened that we're just not going to talk about here.
Yep.
Okay.
But it was cool.
That's fine.
It was a good time. But yeah, manatees, dude.
I was at
Manatees.
the grill, like I said, and yeah, we did similar things where like we went on a catamaran,
Nice.
and we went to
Catamaran?
this.
Scatamaranky danky.
We went to one of these. It was called the Bloody Bay.
Yeah.
This Bloody Bay, I guess,
Bloody
was
Bay.
a big whaling bay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they called it that, because like they
The
would just
blood would wash
kill
ashore
all these whales there.
as well.
And we went to this cave side of the island where they actually shot a few scenes of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea,
Nice.
the original,
It's awesome.
and it was just in that little cave, and it was high tide, so like I was getting pushed up against these rocks like hard, like when the waves come in that cave, they get rough because
Yeah.
it's so condensed. It's like a little bottle. It's like
Yeah.
We were
Oh, I thought we fucking broed out with a sea turtle.
that's cool.
we went
went
scuba
snorkeling.
diving, which is
So snorkels, scuba.
it's a mixture of the two where they take you out on the boat and then
You're
you get
snorkeling,
into the
but-
water, but it's like it's like 4 people are attached by a hose. Like you're
We didn't do that. We
Well,
were
that was
straight
me.
up
That was
snorkeling.
me and my sister, and
Yeah.
that was when I was with my family. Yeah, we were just snorkeling. We
were
saw
snorkeling.
we saw a sea turtle
He
swimming
was-
on by.
I was swimming. I had just gotten some fucking shit in my tube. You know, some water in my tube.
So you spit.
So I kind of went up for a second, and then I went back down. There's the dude was just like right on me, just like oh sada, gliding by, and I was just like oh sada.
Are they-
And we went just like he stayed by us for a little bit, and was just kind of swimming around by us, and I was like oh.
It's crazy
awesome.
when you're
It
snorkeling.
was so
and
serene.
School of Fishes.
Just seeing this
fly by you?
dude, just like just gliding on by, and you're just like, oh,
Glad.
It's like I've never been so relaxed when I'm in that kind
Yeah.
of like tropical location.
yeah, dude. Oh yeah, there's a bunch
Hanging
of
out in
fish and shit too,
hammocks
because it was a
all day.
there was a little reef there, little reefy boy.
And one of the first things.
But yeah, we hung out on hammocks like a motherfucker.
One of the first things that I was ever told when I went to Mexico down there at the resort is the person who was giving us the tour of the resort said, if you find anything that is not a seashell or obviously like plant or animal life from the ocean, do not touch it, do not pick it up, because there's a chance that it could be drugs from the cartels that have washed up onto shore, and you will be immediately arrested and prosecuted by the Mexican authorities. So please don't do that. We don't want to have that situation on our hands. I was like,
Yep.
gotcha.
They were so much laid back in Jamaica. There would be like
What's fucking Jamaica, dude?
there would be security
Making me
for
crazy.
security for the resort walking the beach. Right next to them, there would be a guy peddling marijuana.
Yeah, dude.
And just be like, "Hey, ganja,"
It's
and then
like, ah.
it's not a stereotype, but they do say "yaman"
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, man. I mean,
They say
That's
"yaman."
probably why it's a
stereotypes are things
No.
for reasons.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're kind of ugly,
For good
but
or bad.
they're, yeah.
But they said "yaman," and it like caught on. I kept saying
I had a
"yaman."
Canadian in the liquor store the other day, and he said, "Hey." So,
Eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe you.
You and your American beers, eh?
No, the Canadians come down here.
Going on benders.
They get fucking like vacations, government vacations, like all the time.
Canadians.
Yeah,
Oh.
like government, like
Go on
holidays,
vacation,
little,
damn
little,
it.
Like
little government
federal
holidays.
holidays, kind
Yeah,
of.
Yeah.
and they get them a lot.
Today's Beaver Day. Go
And
down to
they
America.
come down here because everything's cheaper, which is strange because back in the day you'd go up to Canada because everything was cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they come down and just they're Canadian because it'd be like they'll tell you. I mean, they always say how cheap,
I'm
how much cheaper shit
Canadian,
is.
If you didn't know.
Well, like too, they come to the liquor stores,
smelling like farts and shit.
Yeah, and they get stuff.
Now you
And
know they're Canadian.
They're talking about it's so expensive up there because a lot of that stuff has got to get imported. It's got to cross.
Yeah, there's taxes on that.
Yeah, it's got to cross the border. But like a case of beer is like $50.
In Canada.
Yeah.
Wow. For like
whereas here it's like $20.
Is this like a 12 pack?
This is no 24 pack.
24 pack.
24 pack here. Okay, so like the one that a dude used example of was like Miller Genuine Draft, which might be even cheaper than $20 for the 24 pack. I'm not sure,
But it's
usually it's about
$20.
$20.
It's about there.
Okay.
In there it's like $50.
Jesus.
Why the
Taxes.
drastic
Taxes
50
on
toonies.
taxes,
Is that it?
taxes on taxes.
50 loonies.
Miller
Social programs cost money, dude.
genuine
Yeah.
draft? You said.
Yeah.
So like, what range of quality or like production is that? Would
Not
you
low
say?
tier, but it's not high tier.
It's hovering around regular old Budweiser.
That's what
I'd
I'm
say.
expecting. Like that's crazy.
It's not
yeah.
the
not
worst thing in
bad.
the world.
No.
You know, I'm
I'm not
I'd
saying
rather
that.
have
I'm just
High
saying
Life. I'd rather have Miller High Life than MGD, but
if I'm shelling out $50, dude.
yeah. Yeah. I know. So they buy a lot of shit, but then like you also they have to have like, to take it over the border.
Yeah. What's
duty
the process
free,
with that?
to duty free they have specific things like
Is there a certain amount you can bring back?
Per person can have like one case of beer and like 175 of liquor or something like that.
Okay.
Or it's either or, I don't remember.
That's why if you
But-
ever travel internationally by plane, you will probably see a gigantic duty-free
Duty-free
store in the
store,
airport
yeah.
to where you travel to, and people are just always in there
Yeah.
buying like
Liquor.
ridiculously priced or amounts of stuff because it's duty-free. They can get it for cheaper than they would in this country, or there are less restrictions on bringing things back because it's already been through some process of being pre-cleared or registered.
I'm sure
to be like, yeah,
the duty free people probably buy a lot. So therefore when it they have to pay the whatever to clear it. It's like most things, like the more stuff you do, the cheaper it ends up being, so they can do it for that price.
and I would imagine that they probably
I'm
mark
guessing.
up, what they get
Well, yeah.
too, because of their convenience. And
It's
Oh,
the
yeah.
convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to Mexico to when we went to Xel-Há, when we got out of the cab and we were walking up to the map, and underneath the map there was just another fucking dude iguana just chilling, just sitting there, just looking, not looking at us. He looking like a person who's trying really hard not to look at you.
Just like, don't look at me.
the
Dude.
last thing that he and I did at Xel-Há, because you
Drink a bunch of tequila.
and yeah, you pay the entry fee and they give you a wristband, and that wristband is good. You can go visit the buffet. Get I think you get 3 meals, whether you eat them or not. You have to go in, eat as much as you want 3 different times of visiting this place, and you also get free drinks up to a point. If you want to pay for more expensive drinks, you can. But we were just getting fucking strawberry daiquiris back to back to back to back. We had
Not just that. We had 2 or 3 of those, but then we moved to just straight tequila shots.
yeah, and
Ooh, yeah.
the
With
five
the
or
salt
6
and the lime and just fucking going.
the 5 or 6 daiquiris was within an hour,
Yeah,
hour
because
and
we
a
were
half.
waiting for our
They
cab.
weren't super strong, but they also weren't devoid of alcohol. So
No, of course.
it stacked up.
Well,
we
it,
had,
it made up for it when we just did straight up tequila shots.
We had these things called like a
We had 2 or 3 of
Tahitian
those.
sunrise or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Tequila
good.
sunrise?
It could have been that, but it wasn't.
What was
it wasn't
it?
tequila.
What was it?
It was more like sweet rum.
Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, I suppose you're in
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
And
I was thinking tequila.
they
'cause it
had
was-
the coolest invention ever. When the bar closed,
Yeah.
they had kiosks on the beach that had pull-down dispensers of like
Nice.
Captain Morgan, Smirnoff, like all these different things.
Hell yeah.
You just
That
go. It
sounds
was an all-inclusive
dangerous.
Yeah.
couples retreat. So no kids. It was all just like people on their
That's one of those.
honeymoons.
It's like a sandals
I
situation.
was just gonna say,
Sandals
Tyler,
is like
is that a you
kids
admitting
setup.
that you? I thought sandals was
specifically
Specifically
where-
for adults.
yeah.
Sandals.
I think they have a variant
I'm
one.
sure there's
there
probably,
probably
a
is
family
by
one
now,
too.
but-
One next to
That's
us.
what I know sandals from. Is being
How it goes,
I know
like
sandals.
sexy time.
how it goes was like next to us was a nude beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dangies.
It was a few times. I don't think a lot of people went to that, but like you had the option just to go there, but
Yeah.
you had to like undress within like 5 minutes of like getting on their property.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What, was there a clearly delineated mark of
Yep,
like
there
this
was
is where the nudity starts?
big,
Well, you can't just be there.
a big bush.
Not be
I'm
naked.
gonna
Big
say
bush.
just
Bush.
dividing our parts, and then
Dividing our parts.
A hedge.
and then we were in this couples retreat,
Yeah.
and it wasn't through. Ours wasn't. I don't know what
wasn't
the
through?
resort was called. It was just called Negril. Couples in Negril, and then the dispensers were the best invention, I would say. You just go
Yeah,
out late
dude.
at night, like you can go. You could actually go get a corn dog at like 2 a.m.
You can at the nude beach.
well, yeah, if you wanted to.
Go get a corn dog at the nude beach.
No, we weren't at the nude beach, but like
You got sand in my bones.
our
Sandy cheeks.
yeah, our bar like was the only
Yeah.
good thing that they had was
Yeah.
everything tastes different. Like,
Yeah.
their ketchup tasted different.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's made different.
Dude, if you ever get the chance, if you're in Europe, try the mayonnaise because it is like 100 times better.
Well, yeah, that's the real,
It's
dude.
really salty.
Yeah.
Yum.
We had
And
some
crumbly
good-ass
cheese in Mexico,
food
too.
down there too. Yeah, the queso fresco.
The crumble cheese.
Queso fresco.
Yeah, I have my in-law. He's Mexican.
He's-
Born in California. His mom.
She's like, kind of temper yourself for a second. He's
Yeah.
Mexican.
I'm Mexican.
Because I'm remembering like his mom had to escape like stuff
Oh.
in Mexico and like took.
Yeah.
She basically gave her son to
Yeah.
somebody to take him across the border while
Yeah.
she and his older siblings would like travel like rocky like
Yeah, yeah,
hillsides
yeah.
to get to California.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I would say he's like the only child of hers that like is American, I would say,
Yeah.
because he has more papers than she does and
Yeah.
her kids. But the way that they have the cheese, like that crumbly, like really salty, so good.
And when it melts, it
Ooh.
gets nice and gooey.
Queso fresco.
The first time I went down there, we just somehow hit it off with one of the bartenders that worked at the poolside bar, like that was closer to our room,
Mm-hmm.
because that was the one we visited more often. And we just hit it off with this guy, who was one of the bartenders. Really, really nice guy, like very helpful. And he's like, "You," and he points at me. He's like, "You want some cheese fries?" I'm like, "That sounds great. Yes, please give me cheese fries." And I found out later on that was the one dude who knew how to put in the order to get the exact like best cheese fries you'll ever have in your life, of just dripping with queso fresco,
Ooh.
big loaded up papas fritas.
What was his name again?
Miguel?
No. It was Miguel.
I think it was.
Our homie?
That was a different guy that you met. Miguel
Okay.
wasn't there like the time that
Okay.
you and I went there. I think he had either moved
there was
to
the-
different
the
resort
other-
within the family or something.
There's the other dude that we were homies with that you had known that had you guys had known throughout the years.
Yep. There's a couple people that
What
we
the
kind
fuck
of
was his name?
It's been a while.
You guys were homies.
Remember.
But he was
How'd
cool.
you forget homies,
he'd,
man?
he'd always hook us up and shit because he knew them, and would be sure to be like, "Hey guys, we need anything? You want some bucket of beers or some dank bean dip? Do that bean dip?
Yeah.
refried bean
Where,
dip.
where, it's,
Refried beans,
where it's
right?
black beans,
Yeah.
refried black beans. And
Yes.
just,
It's fucking.
I had a black bean
Them,
soup for breakfast one time that was
That sounds
delicious.
pretty
It had a
good.
little bit
Them,
of crumbled queso fresco and some
Was it fish taco?
shrimp tacos.
Shrimp tacos.
Yeah.
With the spicy fucking mayo on it. Oh, it was so good.
Mhm.
It was so
I'm not even like a huge fan of shrimp, but it was really good.
I love me some shrimp,
so good.
Shrimp. This is ball shrimp.
shrimp
The
taters,
swim up bar was
Shrimp
like a
kebabs.
great invention too.
swim up bars too.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
Because you
so
can be
cool.
in the water getting some relief from the heat
Uh-huh.
and enjoying yourself and getting drinks.
Yep. Oh, it's so good.
It's just beers. There was
How was
rarely-
the
there
how was the
was rarely
climate
a
for you
day.
guys? Was the climate really like
That's
tropical sounding?
Agreeable
Or-
for me.
Really?
Like
It was.
there were
There was maybe like 1 or 2 days where it was hot.
hot as fuck, and you just basically like either found shade outside or stayed in the AC.
Yeah.
But that was like he said, it was kind of few and far between. But most of the time, it was just nice.
Nice.
There are times there where it can get pretty stormy, and that is
It
Like-
didn't really get that bad. Like the first night we were there, it was rain. Like when we got there, it was raining,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe like one other day, maybe.
But that has its own appeal because that is
It does.
in a
I
more
love-
tropical
yeah.
setting.
I love tropical
So
rain.
when those storms kind of come through, it's a little bit different than just having a thunderstorm up here. And
Mhm.
you get to see it like out over the ocean, all this lightning and stuff. And then
Dude,
you
yeah.
see big cruise ships go by, and all the like lit up little parts of it.
Yeah, that's
cool.
bizarre. I love Jamaica. I want to go
I
back.
wanna Jamaica.
Darling.
Well, let's go, Bradshaw. How about we be back in the next episode after our
After
trip
we
to
went
Jamaica?
dude.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Jamaican me, go Crabbo.
Jamaican me crabbo.
Dance, 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 dance,
Dance, magic, dance. Dance, magic, dance.
Dance,
We'll be
Charles,
back with more Go
Charles,
Crabbo.
Dance.
Have fun, friends.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. I love you.